front.
Mike, I think you guys pretty much held the lead consistently for about 35 minutes, and then it just sort of felt like Kansas, I think they made like maybe 6 of their last 8 shots. Just what did you see in that maybe last 4 or 5 minutes? Was it them going up a level? Was it you guys maybe just running out of a little steam?
I don't think our defensive intensity was there the second half like we started the game and finished the first half. And they picked their defense up. It was obvious they held us to 31 points and we gave up 43. But for the most part, I thought we played a solid game, but they made the plays coming down the stretch. The 2 threes that they made were huge. And then the 2 buckets Dickerson hit in the paint was kind of the difference in the game coming down the stretch.
Mike on your left and Rabbi.
Galloway kind of put you guys on his back for a little while there, career high. What were you, something you guys thought, you could take advantage of with him? Something you planned differently with him? Or was that just kind of individual effort, him stepping up tonight?
He had a good game, and it was good to see because he's had his ups and downs this season, but tonight he had a solid basketball game. I just hope he can build on that.
Rabbi on your right, then Mason.
Yeah, Coach, your thoughts on Ware's performance overall, points and the rebounds and his defense on Hunter Dickinson for a majority of the time he was out there?
Well, I thought he did a good job, early on. I thought the 2 buckets that we gave up, we gave up a layup to Adams, which we didn't take a foul. I mean, it was Ware to let him lay it in, and then the 2 buckets that Dickerson got in the paint, I thought was huge. And I don't know if Ware was tired at that particular time, but he just didn't battle him like he did the first half and throughout the first half. I thought those 2 shots were huge for him coming down the stretch.
Mason right in front, then Tom.
Coach, you mentioned that Kansas picked up their defense in the second half. They held you guys to 33% from the field. What kind of adjustments did they make to slow you guys?
Well, I mean, we had Malik and McKenzie both in foul trouble. After we built the lead, we stayed around 8, 9, 10 points in the second half early on, and those 2 guys picked up fouls, so you had to pull them and try to prolong the game. And I thought that was somewhat the difference too. They were able to capitalize on it.
Tom on your left and Rick, row 2.
Mike, I know there are absolutely no moral victories in this program, but that's the number 2 ranked team in the country, and you took them nose to nose. How much can you benefit from that going forward with these guys, knowing that if they just play just a little bit better, that they can be capable of competing at that level?
Well, it's really the first game that we've had. We've been in a lot of close games, even the early games that we've had, and we didn't cave. But I thought tonight we didn't make the plays defensively that we needed to make in a game like this. But it's a game that we can definitely build on, especially after you come out of a game like the Auburn game. I didn't know which way we would go, but I thought we played pretty well. And you got to tip your hat to Bill and his team because they did everything they needed to do to secure the win down the stretch.
Rick, second row.
Did you encourage Trey to be more aggressive and go to the rim today? He seemed to be more aggressive than he's been in the last few games.
No. I encourage him to play hard and do the things that I think he's capable of doing. And I thought tonight he finally displayed that. So, I don't think anybody is holding Trey back. He had a hell of a game tonight. I was happy to see that. I just hope he can build on it.
Mike, row 2, right.
Coach, Kansas wasn't a team that was forcing a lot of turnovers coming into this game. Did they do anything different against you guys that you didn't see on film?
I thought fatigue set in. I played Cubs and Gallo the whole second half, and I thought fatigue set in. Gallo had about 3 turnovers coming down the stretch. It ended up with 5 turnovers, and that's normally not him, but I thought the fatigue factor and the fact that we played the minutes that we did kind of hurt us a little bit.
Zion, row 2 center, then Daniel.
Mike, Malik and Khalil were both under 50% from the field today. Did you feel like Kansas did anything different, or what do you just think led to that today?
Well, we knew coming into the game that it was gonna be our starting five pretty much against their starting five. And their starting five won out. No, I thought, you know, Ware didn't get a whole lot of good looks. Malik had a few good looks inside that he just didn't complete. But for the most part, I thought they played a pretty good ball game. I gotta get Malik rebounding the ball a little bit more. That might help us.
Daniel in front, last one.
Yeah, you mentioned how kind of after Auburn you were unsure of how your team would respond. I guess what maybe happened throughout the week, or what did you see that kind of inspired confidence, not only for Saturday, but then maybe how things can play out the rest
Well,
of
as
the
a
year?
coach, I'm gonna always have confidence in my team. We just had to go back to work. And we put a good week of work in. And we kind of put the Auburn game behind us. Because nobody wants to sit through that as a coach, and as a player, you don't wanna go through that. But we did, and I thought we rebounded tonight, but again, we didn't win. And so we gotta go back to work tomorrow and get ready for our next two games.
All right, thanks, coach.